Again, this is Laura Belanger from the National Weather Service. I'm going to be doing the briefing today. Thank you for joining me. So real quickly, we'll start off with the highlights. Right now, we are expecting above average temperatures through the weekend, and then a return to near normal temperatures next week. That's largely due to increased cloud cover and some better chances of rain through next week as well. Our heat index values also will be on the decreasing trend, so I know that that's a welcome change. We do have a front that's going to be moving into North Georgia on Monday night. It does stall over the area, enhances the rainfall chances over the state next week. We are expecting most of our activity to still be in the afternoon and evening, where thunderstorms are expected every day for the next week. Higher coverage than maybe what we've been seeing the last couple of days. And we have enough moisture in the area through the forecast that we may not see that activity completely shut off through the overnight hours. So this is our current situation out there. This is the GOES GeoColor satellite imagery. So you can see we're starting to see some development there in west central Georgia. And if I flip to the radar, you can see that as well. We are getting some lightning reports with this, but so far most of this activity is pretty benign. And we'll talk about the threats that we can expect with any convection here on one of the later slides. Now, for our current weather pattern, this is what we've got going on out there. There's high pressure off to our south. We are going to be watching the front way off to the northwest where you see those L's indicating the low pressure. That's something that we'll be watching into next week. But right now, a good healthy layer of moisture that we've got over our area and much of the southeast United States. Now, this is one of our forecast models that we can look at. For the most part, through the extended periods, they are very consistent as far as what they're depicting for our weather pattern. And so this is showing tomorrow afternoon. You can see those bright blue and pink colors are good enhanced moisture over the south. As we move into Saturday, it does shift off a little bit to our west, but that's still going to keep some decent rain chances over our area, especially over far north Georgia into the weekend. Into Sunday, we start to see that moisture line up better along that frontal boundary that runs through sort of the Tennessee Valley, a little bit further northwest there. And that's going to be moving into our area by late on Sunday and Monday. So if I step one more image forward, this is Monday afternoon. You can see that real good swath of enhanced moisture from the mid-Atlantic states back into Texas. And that's going to be causing our bigger area of concern or forecast concern as we move into next week, where the rainfall axis really sets up there. Now, I did jump ahead 2 days here, so the last image that you saw was from Monday. This is now Wednesday, and I'm showing you here how little forward progression the front makes. Once it does move into the state of Georgia, it really settles across the middle Georgia area and acts like a trigger for additional storm development. So again, it's possible we may not see the activity completely shut off through the overnight period, but our main activity is going to be in that 2 to 10 p.m. time frame still. But it's going to be really right along that access line over the South Metro Atlanta area, maybe Columbus and Macon and a little bit eastward there. But the moisture does stay in our state as we go into next weekend. And so we're still looking for these chances to be around the area. Don't be surprised if we're seeing daily thunderstorms in your area. That's a good chance. Now, on the positive side, looking at the Storm Prediction Center's severe outlook, days 1 through 3 all look identical for us. The entire state is in just a general thunder risk. So our main threats with this activity are going to be strong winds, frequent lightning, and possible heavy downpours. And again, your best timing or the highest coverage across the area is going to be that 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. time frame. Now, at least for today, we do have enough moisture and enough of those important ingredients to be able to say that there's a marginal risk of excessive rainfall there in far northwest Georgia. So just be advised, we do not have an outlook for day 2 or day 3 for any excessive rainfall for the area. So that is a good sign. Now, if we look at what the Weather Prediction Center is showing for us for the accumulated rainfall that's expected over the next 1 to 5 days, so this is going to be today through Monday night, you can see that most of North Georgia is seeing anywhere between 1 and 2.5 inches of rain. Areas south of a Columbus to Macon to Augusta line would get potentially less than an inch. Now, anytime you've got a thunderstorm that's going to be sitting over your area for an extended period of time, or maybe you've got multiple thunderstorms that have developed and moved over your area, you could see these rainfall amounts accumulate quickly, and that's where there is still a potential isolated flooding threat, but it should be pretty quickly resolving. Now, if you move through to the next slide here and see day 1 through 7, the Weather Prediction Center forecast is basically adding another inch to inch and a half in those days 6 and 7 periods. So that's going to be Tuesday and Wednesday. And so right now our accumulated 7-day totals for the Atlanta area do include 2.5 to 4 inches up over far north and northeast Georgia. It's possible that the topography there could even enhance that rainfall further, and you could see closer to 4 to 5 inches or so. Now, the nice part of all this is that because we do have some better rain chances, higher cloud cover in the area, we will be seeing our temperatures drop, and then with the influence of that front, we'll see the temperatures drop even further. And so we are expected to settle right around normal temperatures into midweek next week, mid-80s for most of the area. A little bit further south, that would still be upper 80s for you. So it does appear that we should be enjoying the temperatures a little bit more. And because our temperatures are cooler, we're also going to see a drop in our heat index. And so you can see today's heat index values across the area range anywhere between the upper 90s almost to 103, 104. But by next Wednesday, we are really seeing those drop even as low as the upper 80s. Portions of southeast Georgia could still see heat index values in the mid-90s, but that's certainly better than above 100. So as far as our kind of big picture view of what's expected for the next week, you do see the rain chances sort of ramp up and then continue to remain high as we go into next week as that front moves in. Our high temperatures do start out a little warm, but they do cool off to closer to normal. So you see the colors there go to green. And then our maximum heat index values do also lower in response to that front as well. Now, a longer term picture, this is our 6 to 10 day outlook for the area. You can see that this is July 23rd through the 27th, we are still looking for those above normal rain chances with that axis of heavy moisture through the area, but we are seeing those below normal temperatures during that time. So again, for July, I think most of us will take that. And then if you look ahead to the 8 to 14 day outlook, so this is pushing us to the end of the month, July 25th through the 31st, you can see that our rain chances do start to drop. Maybe portions of South Georgia have a 33% or so chance of higher precip chances, but we're also still seeing those below normal temperatures. So again, for July, not necessarily something to complain about. So again, just as a reminder of our highlights, we've got above average temperatures through the weekend, then near normal. Our heat index values are also going down. That front is going to be our big concern through the extended period, mostly Monday night through about Wednesday and Thursday. And our afternoon and evening thunderstorms are still expected. We are expecting some higher coverage through this, and the activity may not completely diminish or weaken through the overnight hours. As always, please connect with us if you have any questions. If you've got any weekend events going on, you need some better timing or confidence, please feel free to reach out to us. And at this point, I will go ahead and stop the recording and we can take questions. So hang on just a moment.